Hey guys, welcome to Arcane Duels episode 13. I'm Koshade, and today we're going to be doing a deck building episode that we're deeming Battleforge. I'm going to be making a Beastmaster from Straywood today that focuses on kind of a faster Beastmaster than I think most people are used to. It's going to lack a lair, but it's going to have more attack early on. And I've been working on a lot of more rush or faster decks because I feel like they're probably one of my biggest challenges to attain right now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the actual building. Alright, so we're building a Beastmaster. So I'm calling him the Beastslinger. And again, it's this idea that I've had in my head for a little while. So the Beastslinger, little word about the Beastmaster. He has a pet, and he can quick cast level 1 animal creatures. So this is just a really cool move. You can move and cast a spell or cast a creature, which no one else can do that. And the pet, I'm going to be taking use of the quick summoning and the pet. Basically, you pay the level +1, and most of my creatures are probably going to be level 1, so it's going to cost 2 mana, and you get all these nice little buffs, like melee +1, armor +1, life +3, and I don't think I'll be in the same zone to get that extra melee +1, and I don't think I'll be using this battle skill too much. But this is the Beastmaster, that's what we're focusing on. So anyone that's ever used this before, I have a fun little tip that I hope you guys will use. Ignore card counts is so good. Just hit that. You don't have to do this whole spellbook sets thing. It doesn't even matter. It's nice. So let's just start with actually the basics. Because I like to put the basics into every deck, because every deck will use this set of cards. How many they use, I don't know, but that's what we're gonna do. So I guess to start out with, I usually use Acid Ball. Yeah, usually I do. I usually put in somewhere between 2 to 4. I'm going to put in 3 right now. The reason why is because you are guaranteed to get armor -1 on them. You are guaranteed to get that, unless they have some sort of toughness thing, but generally I guess you do get it. The 2 damage is just a bonus, and it's a lot cheaper than things like Rust or Dissolve or things like that, and it's good. I like this card a lot, and a lot of my animal creatures don't have piercing, so that's what we're going to do. Teleports. Teleport is a really cool card. It allows you to basically get positioning advantage. Whether it's you getting out of the enemy or putting the enemy into like your traps, or your basically the frying pan kind of thing. That's what teleport's used for. I'm going to put 2 in. A lot of people would say 2 is a minimum. That's usually the amount I put in because it's so expensive. Because there's another card that is like a cheap man's teleport. It only costs 1 spell point. Basically, you can push in one direction. I like this card a lot. I'm going to be using this card a lot in this because... not a lot. I think if I probably get like 3 or 4 animals out, this card's going to combo with some of the buffs that I'm going to be doing. So let's see, what else do we need? We need Dissolve. So the combo that I'm thinking about doing is the Rising's Fury, then level 1 creatures, and then just rushing them with charge abilities. And I'm kind of thinking my creatures are more attack spells, where if they're wasted in 1 turn, but they got their attack off, it's worth it. So let's actually think about this for a second. Okay, so Dissolve. Dissolve is a really nice spell to get rid of things like healing wands, which healing wands are pretty much, I think, besides doing like rusting yourself or changing the armor out, the only way to get rid of corrodes. So these are important for that. It's important to, I mean, if you just want to get rid of armor completely, it's also good. Or weapons. I'm thinking this will be used more on healing wands and like belts that get rid of, that give you healing or things like that. It's going to be an important card. I am going to put 4 in. Dispel, another important thing. If you get cursed, or if you get, or if your opponent does regrowth or rhino hides or some sort of buff, Dispel is a great card to have. I'm putting in 4. A lot of people say 6 is also a minimum, or I guess it's your maximum, but it is minimum. It has so much versatility. It counters a direct spell and costs you just the same mana and the same points, so it makes you even. So if you're already ahead and you want to just stay that slightly ahead and they do some like buff to themselves, this is how you just keep that small lead. Um, yeah, I think mainly in this deck it's going to be used on Rhino Hides and Regrowths, just because that's going to be my biggest threat. Seeking Dispel is just good. I actually like using them on decoys. Um, I mean, you're not supposed to, obviously, but it's better than risking a reverse attack or reverse magic. And if you get a decoy, it's not the end of the world. It's just, it's a good way of just kind of figuring out what it is. Dispel 1 might be a better option, but I'd rather have 2 Seeking Dispels. Um, so this is going to be the base. This is going to be the base. Let's actually talk about the more advanced cards, my opening, in the next session.